I gotta clear up the throat. Yo, what's good, y'all? Kingkobra35 out here with another E adventure. Heading out to the area of Westminster. Heading out to the area of Coast Mesa. We're running a little bit late than usual because I was hungry as can be, man. I had to cook something to eat and say, make sure everything was off and make sure everything was set up for the dog and the cat and everything. And making sure everything's locked up. Heading out, make sure I have the keys. A coffee, everything like that, you know. So, yeah, I got everything in place. I should wake up a lot earlier. But sometimes it's very hard for me to wake up because of my scoliosis on the back. Yeah, y'all don't know that about me, now you do. I was born with a back that has a disease that's not catchable. It's like a growing effect. I found out the back just not grow straight. It just grows crooked. And I was told it runs in my genes of my family that my back just grows crooked. And a lot of other people in my family have it. My grandma had it, and a couple other people in my family had it too. And I don't know what causes it or how it gets caused to our family, but there's a few people that had it. My dad's had family, and I'm one of the few. But anyways, this is Galpo for Ride. We never know what we're going to run into. We never know what we're going to see. We never know who we're going to see. We never know what's going to go on. We just prepare that we make it to our destination safely. We don't get no accidents, no mishaps, no tragedies that causes mixed accidents. And whoever is sick in the kingdom will have to get well soon. Whoever is well in the kingdom will have to stay well. Okay, so here's that tractor guy again, messing up the holes for the squirrels, which is totally wrong to be doing. We're gonna go over and demolish his home and see if he wants to live back in it after we demolished it. Leave the poor squirrels alone! Man, that is so messed up that they do that, bro. I mean, is it in their rights to go ahead and, you know, just mess up the squirrel things? Boss told me no much trabajo for you guys. Go home and drink some cerveza. I like to catch them off guard sometimes when I do that. And some of them get offended, some of them don't. You know, there's like, what? They pause for a second. And there's like, why? You know, then some of them will take it as a joke and you're like, oh, okay. There was one guy I really got really hard and kind of took it serious and he's all upset, ticked off. I mean, dude, I'm just joking. Then he started laughing. I was like, oh, dude. You know, and this is way before I started recording. I was just like trying to think of things to do before I start recording. So that's one of the things I like to do is people are out here working on the streets and they have nobody to give them a great day. They have nobody to give them a smile on their face. They have nobody to give them a nice, good joke. They're just like seriously into getting their work done and going home and basically having their beer or probably having their drink on and you know, having their food, and boom, they're right back into work the next day. And they don't take life as a serious thing. They just take it as, okay, I'm going to go to work, I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to start all over again and just do that for the rest of my life, you know. And then, like the ones that have it all, you know, they just get to sit home, they get to drink, they get to do whatever they want to, watch TV, whatever, blah, 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 because they have it all, you know. And these people that don't have it all have to go to work like every day. And they're crying for money. And some of the ones that are having it all are doing the exact same thing. They're upset for money, and they're just wanting to find a way to get that anger and frustration out. So what do you guys all think? I am hearing from my best friend that I've known since I was a little kid, like around 2 years old. He's Hispanic and American, and he's born over here in California. His parents and relatives and all that too, pretty much born over here. You know, I don't know what part of his family actually lives in Mexico or was part of Mexico from over here. I don't know how far back that goes in his history. But here's the thing. He says that people are afraid that ICE is around here in Santa Ana, which is true. They are out here in Santa Ana, and they are out doing the illegal immigration stuff out here. And they are taking people back, shipping them to Mexico, whatever they gotta do. You know, it's their job because they want to go ahead and close them up back at the border. You know, the border was open for a while, and people were fighting for the border to be open. People were fighting back and forth for the border to be closed. Well, here's the whole concept that Trump's trying to expect to get to. The eye can see. Yeah, let's take all the bad people away from this area. But who's bad? Besides, they're saying illegals. Okay? There's tons of people out there that are not illegals and bad. And there's tons of people out there that are illegals and bad. There's tons of them that are illegals and they're good. And there's tons of them that are not illegals and they're good. How do you tell them apart? I mean, is there like names picked out of a hat? Oh, you know, you're illegal and you're a bad guy and you have to go back. Okay. And then you have to be locked up in jail for a certain amount of time, whatever that situation is. And then, like, you know, what if that illegal's married to somebody that's legal here? Doesn't that make him legal? Well, basically, it's supposed to, but not really. I found out from a friend of mine that he got married to a Hispanic person, and she still had to do her papers here and there, and he had to do papers with her here and there. She still had to pay here and there, and people are saying, "No, you don't have to." Well, she had to. Does it make sense? No. They just wanted money, and that's the concept with Trump too. He just wants money. It seems like, because He's already like billions of dollars in debt. He's got billions of dollars to pay off. Okay? Dude, you're president. You got billions of dollars sitting right there in front of you. Pay off your bills. And he doesn't want to do it that way because he wants to save money by doing these other things to make money. And so does everybody else. You know, everybody wants to save money, do things to make money, all this other stuff like that, and just have a life. But we can't live our normal life because of all the trafficking of drugs, money, and people, and other things. You know? And it's just a hard world to live in. Just like this right here. It's totally good and okay to do certain things that were bad back in the past. Take, for example, smoking marijuana. That was a really bad thing back in the past. Now it's legal to go ahead and smoke marijuana. It's legal to go ahead and buy it. You get your papers and you can sell it. There's like tons of things you can do against that, you know? There was probably a time back in the days when alcohol was against the law to have. And everyone was just making it. And fine. Everyone's cool. Let's have alcohol. You know, here we go. Underneath the bridge is all 4 or 5 and lots of trash. See who's down here. Oh, excuse me. So there's so many things that were against the law to do, and there's now a lot of things that are just like, whatever's, it's cool, go ahead and do it, you won't get in trouble. It's like back in the past, people were growing cigarettes, tobacco, okay? And then some guy discovered to smoke it. He thought it was cool. And then people started smoking tobacco, like everywhere. And then after that, some people started dying. And then they wanted to take it off the shelf for years at all these grocery stores. And they haven't had no control over that because there's too much population right here. It says I want to smoke cigars. I want to smoke cigarettes, and that population's took over all that situation. So here's another thing: is the population that did want the border closed is going to have it closed, but the population that wanted it open is going to have it to try to take it, leave it open. And it's a hard thing to think which one you want to do. But since all of this power is in this person's hand, it doesn't have to be Trump, it doesn't have to be anybody that's president. I just got the power, okay? And I'm going to take everything from you. You can't have this, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do that. Why? Because I am the power. Okay, so if that's the concept that you are the power, then you can almost have anything you want. Almost. Now here's the almost part that I see. You can't have certain things because certain things are against the law, but you want to make them legal. And some certain things you think you have the power to go ahead and make legal, and you're going to do everything it takes to get done and do it. That's the whole thing against that. Look at chips right here. They just came out. It's Poncherelli and John. But I just don't get it, because here's a main concept that is in the Bible. We all should be created equal. We all should be brothers and sisters. We all are brothers and sisters. We all have the right to be here. And we all know that we have special powers that turn things into whatever, blah blah blah. But you could have some kind of chemicals or whatever like that, you know, to turn things into things. And everything else. But see, once you have turned into something that costs you a lot of money, that's all you want is money. And you're going to do anything it takes to get it. So the number one concept right there is that he wants money. He's doing anything it takes to get it. And he figures, well, I'm going to make a lot of money because we close the border up. And it's going to make it better for us over here in California and all this other blah blah blah. But not really, you know. It's just gonna make it worse. And it's not gonna clean up like this mess up here. See him running around, acting all crazy. It's not gonna clean this up, dude. He's still gonna be out here jumping on top of the bricks and running around and act that way. And why is he doing this? I have no idea. To him, it's fun. To other people, it may be like, oh, he's crazy, you know. Anyways, let's get to the ride. I just don't know the concept. I mean, that he's trying to reach for happening here, because it's not going to get clean, bro. It's not going to get clean up by you creating all this mess. It's just going to make it worse, and people are probably going to die, and people are probably going to get hurt, and they're saying that the people haven't got hurt, and I'm pretty sure they're probably keeping that undercover. There's probably a lot of people that have got hurt, and there's probably a lot of people that have already died in this concept of bombing and all this like that that's going on. Yes, bombing, I heard. Also heard toxic gas bullets and stuff like that were shooting at each other people and stuff like that and everything like that. That's just why I just choose, you know, a lot of times I don't want to go on a bike ride because of all the chaos that's going on. And I'd rather just stay home and cause my own chaos on GTA or something. You know? It's like last weekend I got some movies and just checked them out. There's a nice cat again. Oh man, I think sweet. That's the thing. You gotta have fun with life, man. Like I said before, think of all the beautiful things you can have if you don't go out there and cause trouble like this. figure that because you're rich. But what did you do to get into that life? Well, if you're a bad person, you just probably did a bunch of bad things to try to get into that life. And you probably get well taken care of. Taken care of better than me, I'll tell you that. And then you got some of them are a lot of pain. Is what they have. And I just don't get it. It's just like, why is he doing this? I mean, put that in the comments right there. Why is he doing this? Why is he getting? Why does he think if he does this, it's gonna clean it up? All the drugs. That's one of the main things right there he's trying to do. And just because that drugs are coming over here from there, not just Mexico, Colombian, and stuff like that, you know, all over the whole world, there's gonna be drugs everywhere, man. There is already drugs right there inside the local grocery store. They were created to help you get a headache taken away, to help you take a dump, to help you go pee-pee. To help you get up in the morning and have lots of energy. I don't know. I don't get the whole concept, you know. I don't think it's going to clean up the whole world. It's not going to clean up one thing. It's going to be like a World War III if we all don't calm down and just try to relax and live life is supposed to be. Like, you got a beautiful beach to go to. Okay, go to the beach today. You get nice amusement parks to be at. Go on rides and stuff like that. Cool. Go there. It doesn't have to cost you anything to go to the beach. It doesn't have to cost you anything to go into a public park, you know. But if you want to go on Knott's Berry Farm and all that, yeah, of course you're gonna cost for that. But I was talking to your guys' boss. He told you to go home and have a beer.
Whoa.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? Yeah, seriously, man. See, you enjoyed it. What we got here, dude? This is the Porsche. The new Porsches. Or the new Lambo. Yeah, it's the new Lambos. I like the color. Blue and black. Two of my favorite colors like mixed together right there. That's so awesome. You know what would be kind of cool to see one of those 4x4 with some big giant fat tires on it. Made for the hills.
Wait.
Just take the chassis out, make it into a 4x4, and go for it. Looks like it's possible. Anyways, we've been cruising for quite some time. If you like the conversation of what's going on in the world, and you're just liking the show even, go ahead and smack me a thumbs up. Hit me a subscribe if you haven't. Ring that bell when you get a chance. That all goes just like that, like that, like that, and like this. We are out here in Huntington Beach on Beach Boulevard. Only because I wanted to save my battery again. And last night was kind of like a push to get down the alley, man. I was kind of like, wow, that was a big push to get down that alley. And I just figure it is so much more safe to go down this way for the battery wise, and it's practically a good straightaway until I get to Adams. And then Adams is another good straightaway too. I mean, doing up from Bolsa to Harbor was pretty much a straightaway also, but there was a lot of stop and goes up here. Probably about the main, maybe the same stop and goes here and there, or maybe a little bit less. But it just seems like this way's faster and a lot better for me. Going down Bolsa, it seemed pretty quick too also, and it was pretty good also. Anyways, we are done talking about the situation of what's happening in the world because it's not making me so happy. But do make a comment. How can we make this better for us, and what's going to work for us? And give me a reason why he's actually doing this. Give me a good reason besides trying. What is it going to do for us that's going to be good by him causing this right now? Because a lot of people are just upset and terribly mad, and things are going to be happening big time over here. I'm not going to be afraid if it's going to turn into a war. Seriously, I'm not. I'm just going to be like, okay, fine. I'm going to stay home, and if they blow me up, they blow me up. Whatever. I'm not allowed to go outside. I'm not allowed to go. I guess I'll have to be loud to go to work, and that's going to be a mess. I was going to tell my boss, you know what, I'm done. I am out of here if you want me to go out in that mess. And he'll ask why, I'll say,